And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to fight for the title. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the black corner, weighing in at 74.65 kilograms. He comes to the ring unbeaten and with a 100% knockout ratio. It's the Trigger Man! Weljon Mindoro!
Here is Elias Espada!
This is the story of Weljon Triggerman Mindoro, the inspiring story of Weljon Triggerman Mindoro, the boy who punched his way out of poverty. Hello, my friends. Today, I want to tell you the incredible true story of a young man who refused to let poverty decide his future. It is a story of courage, determination, sacrifice, and the power of a dream. Many people would have laughed at the idea of risking punches for such a small reward. But Weljon wasn't thinking about the money. He was thinking about the future. Every punch was a step toward his dream. Every training session was a chance to improve. Every victory gave him confidence. As the years passed, Weljon continued to develop his skills.
He learned discipline. He learned patience. He learned how to handle pain and disappointment. Most importantly, he learned how to keep moving forward even.
I tried to 154, but when I beat Margarito and then the WBC asked me, are you going to defend your junior middleweight title? No, keep it to the never mind. That's too much for me.
As the years passed, Weljon continued to develop his skills. Weljon was now 19 years old. The young boy who once dreamed while watching Manny Pacquiao on television was ready to take the next step. He decided to become a professional boxer. It was a huge decision. Professional boxing meant tougher opponents, greater risks, and higher expectations. But it also meant opportunity. To pursue his dream, Weljon moved to Bacoor, Cavite. Leaving home was not easy. He was leaving behind familiar faces and familiar places. But sometimes success requires sacrifice. Weljon joined Quibo's boxing gym and immersed himself in training. Day after day, he worked on his craft. He sharpened his jab. He improved his footwork. He strengthened his body. He developed his punching power. Soon, people began to notice something special about him. Weljon wasn't just winning fights. He was knocking opponents out. One after another, opponents fell before him. Boom. Knockout. Another fight. Another knockout. Another victory. Fans started talking. Coaches started paying attention. Promoters became interested. The young fighter from Zamboanga del Sur was becoming known for his devastating power. That is when he earned the nickname that would follow him throughout his career. The Triggerman. It was the perfect nickname, because when Weljon landed his punches, the results were explosive. His fists seemed capable of ending a fight at any moment. Opponents quickly learned that one mistake could be costly. The wins continued to pile up. His reputation grew. Fight after fight, Weljon proved he belonged among the rising stars of Philippine boxing. Yet boxing is never a straight path. Every fighter eventually faces challenges. Every fighter experiences moments that test their character. Weljon, that moment came in 2023. He traveled to Japan to face Takeshi Inoue. This was no ordinary opponent. Inoue was experienced, skilled, and respected. Many viewed the Japanese fighter as the favorite. It would be one of the toughest tests of Weljon's career. The fight was intense. Round after round, both men exchanged punches. Neither fighter wanted to back down. The contest lasted the full 12 rounds. When the final bell rang, nobody knew for certain who had won. The judges scored the fight a draw. Officially, there was no winner. Many fighters would have been disappointed. Many fighters would have focused on what they failed to achieve. But sometimes life works in unexpected ways. Although Weljon did not win, he gained something even more valuable: recognition. Among those watching was Sean Gibbons, a respected boxing manager connected to Manny Pacquiao's promotional company. Gibbons was impressed. He saw talent. He saw courage. He saw potential. After watching Weljon fight, he reportedly said something like, "This guy has something special." That single observation changed everything. Soon, Weljon received an incredible opportunity. He was invited to train and compete in the United States. For a young man who once fought for 100 pesos in local barangay matches, this was almost unbelievable. America represented a whole new world: bigger stages, better opportunities, stronger competition. Weljon accepted the challenge. He traveled thousands of miles from home in pursuit of his dream. And once he arrived, he continued doing what he did best: winning. The victories kept coming. The knockouts kept coming.
Very, very durable. Experienced enough to know how to cover up.
Espadas serves as a sparring partner.
Parang depensa na lang ginagawa nitong si Espadas.
And Ruiz to a title. And they use Espadas.
Lagi siyang nagrereklamo na sinusuntok daw ang kanyang batok pero hindi naman. Ano mga idol, patuloy ang bakbakan.
Corner's not gonna be happy with that glove touch.
No. Yeah. Well, you guys were. I'm impressed being ringside and watching Weljon.
This is more rounds than some people were predicting. Now, as tough as Espadas is, Weljon looks to be the case. And there, open like shrink.
His emphasis on the body.
I think he just knows he's stop trying. Espadas is too good.
Uy, si Espadas pa lang sininduro pag tinuro nila Espadas.
Nothing built from Espadas. A lot of fans don't there.
That was impressive. That was really good reaction.
How many doors been trying to take advantage of it? Maybe thinking Espadas punch himself out.
He'll punch himself out. Trying to test that body.
Oh, mailap din kasi itong si Espadas, titirahan na sa laban. Alam talaga niya kung kailan mag-bench. Yun, straight! Oh! Ramdam ni Espadas yun. Sulit ni straight. 10 seconds mga idol.
Attack! The Filipino fighter doing whatever you want them to do.
Espadas tough as always.
Dito na mga idol, round 5. Nataligtas si Espadas sa round 4. Dito kayo sa round 5 mga idol, matatapos ang laban.
Beyond impressed me right now.
Right, like, oh, let's talk about Filipinos. Of course, he's very excited.
Of course.
But he's the real deal. Like, he said the truth.
Uy, yun, body shot. Malutong.
Small village in the south of the Philippines. Mom opened up a little shop. 5 kids. You know, they're selling crackers and toothpaste. I remember reading that story about Ryan. You know, not much resources for Mindoro. Here he is fighting in the United States, and he's on the potential of changing his family's life.
He keeps going this way, you know. He could be that next Filipino star, especially at this weight class, you know. Like we said earlier, you know, the Filipinos usually come in smaller weight classes. If
Ryan, in that story he wrote, said that Mindoro would fight in those unsanctioned street fights where the adults were paying the kids basically like $1 for winning, and if you lose, you get like 50 cents. like smokers that they would have in the neighborhoods. He finally turned pro when he was 19 in Manila.
Mindoro taking a bit of a round off first half of this 5th round. Not done a whole lot.
In the past, Mindoro sparred Caleb Plant, Brian Mendoza, Trevor McCumbee, some guys that just working with the rings.
Good solid work for all those guys. Mindoro really sitting back here in round 5.
He needs a round to reset. Doesn't only bonus many rounds, right?
Body shot.
Yung body shot na naman.
Espadas, tank.
He's a poker face too, he never feels anything.
Yan ang kagandahan ni Mindoro, hindi talaga nalilimutang tumira sa katawan. Di kagaya ng ibang Filipino boxer na nag-hand-hunting lang. Uy! Tinamaan ang sulit si Mindoro.
Oh, I might have shot hurt.
That one did. They're all hurting right now, Chris. But that one for sure.
And they ain't playing patty cakes.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen. Nice short right shot and a left hook.
Mindoro with the nice catch and shoot counters here. So there it is again. Trying to punch in between Espadas. So Espadas usually has this high guard, so you're punching in between. And that's how you offset a catch and shoot. You offset it with it.
Kakaiba ang estilo nito sa Espadas. Bumana tapos clinch agad.
Good scrap. Good scrap between the
Uy! Tinamaan si Mindoro ng straight.
and Elias Espadas in Texas.
Who's here to win?
Ito na mga idol, round number 6.
You mentioned the Filipino Brian Segali got
Ang labang ito pala mga idol is scheduled for 10 rounds na bakbakan.
Marvin said, oh, we're all Filipinos, we're all rooting for him.
You gotta get to the psychology of a fighter when you get late. Late in the fight.
Nice body shot ni Mindoro.
Long time.
Mexican trainers like to do that. I remember Buffalo Mark with Chavez in the multi-tailor fight. He was naming all kinds of, do it for your daughter, for your wife, right? Everybody got thrown in there.
When he's one up there, Hector Lopez trains to Alexis Burchett said, you're gonna hate yourself in the morning.
Uy, straight. Pumasok.
Father and son, like, no, that's his trigger. But that's what you gotta think.
Di kasi maka-generate ng power itong si Mindoro kasi pag susuntok siya, i-clinch siya nitong si Espadas. Matalino talaga. Titirano kasi itong boksingero.
Best you could. Or doing something like that.
Nice always
Sanay na lumaban.
Monday without the regret of I could have done. If you lose, you lose. Everybody loses.
How about that?
If you thought you could have done more,
I'm quite sure I didn't do it to that button.
they could have been less minutes.
Was Shiner underneath the left eye of Mindoro now?
No, he's in fight.
It looks like the Espadas has got them to stall big shots. Mindoro.
Just
Mindoro still throwing those big shots though.
So you were saying he fought Ruslan, he felt the power shrink.
he shrunk. I was able to push him around as the fight got later. His punches got a little slower. The power. A lot of those shots from speed came from his. A lot of his power came from his hand speed. He's a very short, hard puncher. But as the fight went on, he was not the same.
This is Espadas growing in confidence because he's noticing the same things, Jim.
Stealing. You know, in the beginning of the fight, the size difference was imminent and obvious.
Maybe that mind mentality is what he's trying to bring out now. Mindoro, not as active, not quite as active as Trump.
He was probably thinking about that last 100 yards on that hill. That thing.
Espadas being first with the 1-2. Mindoro counters.
Yun, pasok.
Taking some of the power off his shots. Trying to match the hand speed.
Mindoro taking this round off?
I don't think, I just
Pero
think he's taking it off.
pumapasok din ang counter nitong si Espadas.
I think he's taking it off. I think.
Mindoro's mouth open here in the round. Espadas looking good here.
Espadas is not worried about the power anymore.
Not at all. Flurry of
Ito na mga idol, round number 9, last 2 rounds.
continuation of the KO streak of Filipino. Dog. 2 more rounds to go. And a total punching landed. Stop.
Baliset Mindoro. Parang mas titigo yung baliset Mindoro sa magigitan juga.
You better get your shot around down the door down this down. Oh, that's all.
Udah gitu, belum gitu.
To the wrinkles that Mindoro needs to figure out as he progresses.
The corners are talking about being worried about the overhand right all night long, and Espadas is really taking that away.
Espadas, this is what he wanted. He wanted to come in strong at the end of the fight. Another clash. And the fight is clashing.
Tuntugan na naman sa ulo.
Both tries to fall in and get shots too, that's the thing. I respected Elias Espadas. Weathering the early storms, and here he is making it competitive towards the end of the fight now.
Mapuputol na kaya ang knockout streak ni Mindoro dito sa labang nito mga idol.
That Manny Pacquiao got him. Now he's telling Mindoro to come on.
I just say keep it up, get it blow up.
Oh. Uppercut. All of us in unison with that uppercut. Oh. There it is.
But again, like, Espadas wears them well.
It's a tough dude. That's why your credit to the guys who've been able to knock him out, like Xander and Callum Walsh.
In hindsight, Calmo should, I think, take a decision.
Is it technically, yeah. This fight don't stop.
Yeah, I think it was on cut though.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't Callum. Was
Yeah,
a couple.
Calmo's not a puncher by any means.
So give credit to Xander.
Yeah, Xander, in hindsight, that's a really good win.
And young Xander too.
Yeah, good point. I mean,
Counter lift.
Oh, that look from Mindoro so quick. That's like impressive though. Espada takes every shot pretty well. He kept that guard up high. It was smart.
Not only has he taken it well, he's also not letting it take away his confidence from trying to throw his own punches. Espada's been trying to respect.
Dito na mga idol, last round. Round number 10.
9-round fight so far. When are we gonna get to the 10th and final? Of course they're gonna just throw.
I'm not gonna say it before now, so they've been throwing good shots all night. Might as well go for a 10th round.
good stiff jab by Mindoro there. After a clubbing right hand a few moments earlier, back home Espadas.
Espadas has played a role, you know. He was here to give Mindoro a round to see, show us what Mindoro would look like going around, and he's done that.
Oh!
That check shoot by Mindoro.
Counter by Mindoro.
Something I feel like
Pero matibay talaga itong si Espadas.
There's different wrinkles every round. Look at
Ito, 2-2.
Elias Espadas, all heart.
how do you not love this guy?
That's why we keep bringing him back on Pro Box.
This is what a Pro Box TV show is all about right here. Good, tough matchmaking.
Straight jabs there, backs
It is Judge Spark scores it 96 to 93. Ed scores it 98 to 91. And Wes Martin scores it 97 to 92. All three in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. Los tres a favor del ganador por decisión unánime. Still undefeated.
Yun, panalo pa rin si Weljon Mindoro mga idol. Still undefeated. Pero naputo lang ang kanyang knockout streak mga idol. Pero well job, well done pa rin yung pagkapanalo niya.